foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, Yalak Mara'ah from the Sheep Berea camp. Salutations to Yakim, the Akwaf out there, men, women, and children in the house of David, by Yaftawadat, holders of the covenant. Also, special salutations to the Sheep Berea camp, all right, from the camp at Taiwan, Mayim, Rob, Shapat, Karak Al Kahan. All right, just getting straight into it. It says, I want to jump to Tobit, the 4th chapter. Now, when you go into the story of Tobit, the story of Tobit is takes place during the roughly around the Syrian Empire, which this is the tribe of Naphtali. Naphtali is the one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and Israel is whose name was transferred when he was Jacob, okay, who was the forefathers, all right, of the Hebrew Israelites, in which he wrestled for the angel, and that's how he got his name. All right, that's our storyline, man. We fight for righteousness. We fight for righteousness. All right. So this is one of the men, all right, and these things that we can learn from and take into play, because we have never did anything right in our lives before, being in this truth. These men have left behind great legacies and great ways for us to follow and for us to teach our children and teach learn and push from one another for those who are gonna, want to take a path of righteousness. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 7. It says, give alms of thy substance. Now, alms will be like money, right? Or clothes, whatever you're able to give. It says, give alms of thy substance. And when thou givest alms, let not thy eye be envious. Right. So don't, give it away and, have an envious eye like, damn, I wish I would have, gave you less, or I gave you my best thing. No, give it away and be joyful that you're able to help. Our life here is not for gain. All right. Our life ourselves was given. We were given life. You didn't make yourself. You didn't put yourself together. So it's crazy that earth and ashes will be prideful, will feel some type of way, will feel like they are entitled to something when we ourselves was given life. All right. You yourself was birthed as a baby. You would had to be taken care of. So if you got a prideful spirit, let this be a humbling thing for you. It says, let not thy eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor. And in this society, you actually, time I was raised, they would call you, if you wasn't wearing something, they'll call you, yo, look at this bum ass nigga. That's a terminology our people would use. We grew up in a culture of hate, how to talk down on our own if you don't have. Here it is, you may have had at a time a family who were able to provide you more, maybe because they was doing all types of wickedness, or maybe they was doing righteousness. And you would take out your joy, would be putting somebody else down who looked just like you, All right. And now this we could create changing a narrative through the Bible, man, through the Bible. And the scripture said, neither turn thy face from any poor. All right. So because somebody ain't got a pair of Yeezys or something like that on, you don't cut on them. If you able to got it, then put them on with a pair of sneakers if you see they sneakers jacked up. Because Jake will point at each other's sneakers. Yo, his shit is leaning. Yo, his sneakers is leaning. Yo, they talking. It's flapping. All right. Meanwhile, his family is going through a whole dynamic situation. And here it is. You got an opportunity to help somebody out. But instead, you rail on them even more. So, on the back end, you might be living a sweet and a good solid life. And maybe it might not catch you. But maybe it might catch your son. Maybe when you go before the face of the Lord, the Most High reads you your account. You see, in this society we raised, we don't think we held accountable for any actions. All right, unless the so-called white man calls it out. If he don't call it out, we feel like we're not held accountable for anything else. It says, "In the face of God shall not be turned away from thee." You see that? If you turn your face from them, the Most High is going to turn His face from you. And a lot of you wonder why you go through hell in your life and shit don't work out for you, is because the Most High turned His damn face from you, because you turn your face away from so many opportunities, man. All right. And here it is. The Most High is still giving you grace, still giving you a chance to wake up, because contrary to popular belief, all right, you don't wake yourself up. All right, you don't have a alarm clock to wake yourself up. You don't tap yourself on the shoulder. So the Most High give you breath of life each day. All right, to get it right. So get it right, man. This is verse 8. It says, if thou has abundance, give alms accordingly. So if you sitting on something and you got an amount that you're able to help out with, all right, to the poor, then you help out. It says, if thou have but little, be not afraid to give according to that little. If you only got a little bit, then don't be afraid to just give a little bit. You might not be able to do a lot, but you know what? You be sincere. You know what? I don't really have a lot right now. Here, this is what I do have. But you don't turn your face. You don't cut on that person or joke on that person. And that's what kids is taught. That's what we were taught way before even junior high school. You know, kids cutting on each other. Oh man, look at his jeans. Look at his shoes. Meanwhile, nigga, you would be in the same way. It ain't like you work for anything. You was working in junior high school. You was relying on your parents. If you was put in that same situation, you would be going through the same thing. You see? But nobody, that's uncorrective behavior. Nobody says anything. Verse 9, for thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity. See, there's going to be a time when you're going to come in need. And that's what people fail to realize. There's going to be a time when you're going to need a bridge to cross. There might be a time where that same person was a nerd and he became a super app developer. And now we're in the technology world he's making millions of dollars. And now you messed up. You looking like the bum ass. You know, damn, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. You're going to be in one of those situations. What happened to you? What happened to you? Looking all strung out, burnt out, smoked out of your mind, high all day, smelling like weed, bum. Right? And now you need help. You see? Do good things. Do good things. Teach good morals. Verse 10, because that alms do deliver from death. You see that? And you will see movies. I remember I was watching I think it was Training Day, and the white dude, the white cop helped save a female, a Spanish female, and that delivered him out of a situation where it happened in the back end where he was stuck, and the girl was like, "Oh, he the one who helped me for rapists," and they was like, "Oh," and they didn't do nothing to him, you know. So I'm just using a situation from a movie, but life is real time movie. All right, when you do good, it'll deliver you from death. When you help out another person, the scriptures say, "Treat thy neighbor as thyself." If you don't want nobody to cut on you or joke on you, then don't do it to them. If you don't want nobody to talk about you or you call you crazy, then don't do that to them. You understand? Simple. It's plain. If you don't want nobody to violate you, then why you violate? Verse 10. It says, because that alms do deliver from death and suffer not to come into darkness. All right, darkness is the path on the death. And that's what most of you are on the path on. And the Spirit is talking to you. Verse 11, for alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. You see? So alms is a gift, all right, to all that give it into the sight of the Most High. All right? But now when you give alms and you help out, the scriptures say help not a sinner. So you don't want to help nobody out at the same time. Yo, let me get $100. Yo, I'm trying to re-up. I'm messed up right now. Nah, you don't give it. You don't give $100. You don't give money to a sinner. Somebody that's going to utilize it to do wickedness. All right, if you see somebody jacked up in clothes and people are cutting on him, then you flip that around. You know what? And I got it. Hey, let me help him out. Let me flip that situation around. Let me actually give them something. All right, and that's going to pan out for you in the later end. I'm going to get a few precepts. This is in Tobit 12 and 9. It says, for alms doth deliver from death. All right. Let me get, as a matter of fact, let me start from 12 and 8. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. Right. It's better to give than to stack up. You know, the dudes are here, I'm stacking right now. Right? Now, yeah, you could save up money. There's nothing wrong to save up money. But if it's a situation where you're able to help, you help. You know? It says verse 8, prayer is good with verse 9. For alms doth deliver from death and shall purge away all sin. You see that? So even if you ain't getting credit for nobody, and I ain't talking about like these dudes who give away millions at charity event, put it on Instagram to show what they doing. No, in sincerity before the eyes of the Most High. Not for the limelight of the people, because that's their reward. The people going to think they pure. That's their reward. I'm talking about situations that you may encounter on a daily between personal life. A lot of situations where you were able to help. All right? A lot of situations with, and alms don't got to deal with money. Sometimes it's just teaching people good morality. Sometimes it's correcting people. Sometimes it's leading people onto the right way. Now, if they don't choose to do it, at least you did a good deed in the sight of the Most High. All right, it says, those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life. All right, and now are you not here to live? All right, I'm going to go to Matthew, the 6th chapter. All right, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, Matthew 6:17, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt. Right, you lay up all this money, and dudes will kill you. Look what happened to that dude Pop Smoke. Look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Look what happened to Fred the Godson. Lay up on treasures on earth, and people could rob you. People could kill you. People could steal. People could go through your account. Verse 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Why nobody pushing that message? Why nobody saying, yo, you know what, bro? It's better to lay up treasures in heaven. Damn, what does that mean? How you lay up treasures in heaven? You know, and those should be questions asked. How do I do that? Where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And a lot of dudes is they mind on their money. So their heart is there. So if people take that away, they took their mind away. They took their life away. You see? But you lay your things up in heaven. And you do that by what it was saying. Doing alms, leading people into righteousness, praying, fasting. All right? And these are the things that Tobit did. And when you read the story of Tobit, on the back end, years later, he got blessed. He got blessed. He gained back his eyesight because he was blinded. He gained back his eyesight. So you could be deaf. You could do right things and the Most High heal you. You could be mute. You could be blind. And the Most High will heal you for doing righteous acts. And that's what your faith have to rely on. What else you got to lose? Like Trump said. What you niggas got to lose? Right? We ain't got nothing but the gain. And the Most High ways make sense. You know? The Most High ways make sense. It says, verse 11. I'm going to jump to 1 Peter's. 4 and 8. And above all, have fervent charity among yourselves. So, you know, among the brothers, even more so talking to, you know, you can help brothers out, reading, building one another, checking up on one another, you know, coming through, you know, building another brother's spirit, working out with a brother, helping him out when he's short on something. Right? For charity shall cover the multitude of sins. And we know we sinners, man. All right, but down, you don't just label yourself a sinner. You know what I mean? You don't just say, damn, well, that's why I am. That is what it is. I guess, you know, that's all it's going to be. No. No, you say, yeah, I know I got to get better, but you fight to be righteous. You fight to be righteous. And if that ain't where your mind is at, then, hey, you're going to get the pot of the sinners. And that's fire. That's fire. Ain't that what sinners ask for? That's fire. That's fire, bro. Hey, man, that's spiritual. But hey, this is things that Tobit said to do. And Tobit went on. He said, let me keep going now. It says Tobit 4:16. Give of thy bread to the hungry, so those who are in need. All right, and also the bread could be a knowledge, because the scriptures is spoken about being bread. All right, so you give it to those who are hungry, who want to learn to be righteous. Right, and our garments to them that are naked. And the scriptures is also called a garments as well, because people are naked, walking naked in the mind. Right, understand? But then even on a physical sense. You know, you don't cut on them. Look at that bum ass. Yo, bro, wear the same clothes every day. Do what you do. You wear the same shirt. Yo, that was the same shirt last week. You know, but they'll do that to their own. But nigga, you was brought here in cargo slave ships as well, nigga. You ain't nothing but, and then Black Lives Matter movement, but then they'll do shit to their own. It's hypocritical, man. That's why the scriptures is well needed. That's the only way you will fix a community. It says, "In according to thy abundance, according to thy abundance, give alms, and let not thy eye be envious." When thou givest alms, verse 17, pour out thy bread on the burial of the just, but give nothing to the wicked. You see, pour out thy bread on the burial of the just. You know, so the just who may have passed, you spend the money on, but you don't give nothing to the wicked. The wicked, here it is, they parade the wicked around. The nigga, a Pop Smoke died, somebody died. Oh, shit, man, let's spend racks on him. But that's the wicked. What accomplishment he did? Will pour out pain, evil, hate. Come on, son. How many times they've been doing this shit since Biggie Smalls? And then look at his block. Look at Biggie Smalls' block, all gentrified up. What the hell what legacy do we leave behind? A legacy of hate, a legacy of killing, a legacy of drug dealing, a legacy of taking, a legacy of demonic energy. And you know, who gonna really speak up against that, man? It's sickening, man. It's sickening. 2020, they're about to chip you niggas, man. They got this RFID chip. They're about to put it inside you. They're about to line y'all up, man. They got y'all sitting here collecting stimulus checks because they're about to chip y'all niggas, man. And all you could do is fill yourself up with the same poison day in, day out. Here's y'all dudes' opportunity to create something. Oh, the white man, well, create something then. Because y'all all at home. And you ain't got nothing going on but filling yourselves up with the same thing. Weed, demonic music, pornography, hate. It says, verse 18, ask counsel of all that are wise and despise not any counsel that is profitable. And this is a counsel that is profitable. These ways are profitable for us to live. Because somebody else could benefit from with the abundance you have. Somebody else could learn from those ways. And that will be teaching positivity. That will be spreading good vibes. All right, these things are needed. Because this whole community is wicked. Our whole community is messed up. You'll have another man lust after your female, and this dude will lust after that female, and adultery, and all types of madness, jealousy, envying. And that's all that music and all the stuff they got that broods, man. So the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father is the only way to operate. That is the only cure for the people. Without it, we through. So, I just wanted to go into that story of Tobit, and may the Most High put that spirit in me and in those who listen and in those who want to move to be righteous and who want to see a righteous kingdom, forever and ever. With that being said, Shalom.